Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 49, Day 2. It is a green day, so today we are going to be running a loop. If not, we'll probably be throwing in a Yagway to try to clear through it. But basically, we're just going to be going with a pretty standard web spinner-like team. It is green day, so green loop is one of the better things to use. Out of every single color, greens have the most amount of things that actually create their own color. With this particular team, literally our entire team creates green. Web spinner creates green, 9 off its ability. Yasmine does 10. Dark Maiden converts yellow to anything, and that anything can be green. And Queen Aurora can choose what color she does, and of course that color can be green. So every single thing we do does green at a number of 9, 10, convert, and 10. So that's pretty much the game plan. Queen Aurora gives us more mana on everything, get Dark Maiden up quickly so we can go use her ability to rush up Web Spinner, throw Yasmine, spam Yasmine, win. And that is essentially our game plan for today, for Green Guild War Day. Only thing that can really stop us is famine, freeze, or a really huge green that's super annoying. So any of those things. Unfortunately, this does not use our hero. There isn't really any way we could put our hero on it unless we were to get rid of one of these 3, but we kind of need all 3 of them, so can't really do that. So right off the bat, we'll want to go for red. We don't have red, so, well, we can't do that. So I guess we'll go try finding plan B. Blue into green wouldn't be too bad. I kind of just want to take a green manually. Well, take a blue to green, didn't land it, but at least he didn't get anything out of it. Doesn't really help us much, though. We want to try keeping the yellows on the board if we can. Again, still want those reds. I don't have them, so we'll try for them off the top. Didn't get it. Still doesn't give me any way. I guess we just keep going with Yasmine at this point. Because we do want to try keeping greens on the board if we can. Greens and yellows, main things we want to kind of keep there. He's running a Goblin Rocket version of that team, which is intriguing. Let's see if we get a search here. It is full mana, so we got Yasmine operational. We can 3-turn her with a queen giving +1 to each one, which is kind of cool. This skull is somewhat tempting. We have not... there's 2 things here. We don't have enough greens on the board, but we haven't actually poisoned them. This would do triple damage if we had, but we hadn't, so haven't yet. Oh, never mind. It would have missed anyways. Guess it wouldn't have mattered. Well, then. So we have a dilemma here. We can either go for our ability, or we could try taking red, which is nowhere to be seen. So, yeah, I guess we just throw Yasmine and hope we get lucky. If we don't, he gets his everything up. He starts hitting us, and we're in a pretty bad position. So we'll just throw it, and hopefully that won't happen. Okay, good. We got it. And as long as this doesn't miss, we won. Yeah, it didn't miss. We're fine. That should be good. We're good. Okay. Takes a while to get going. Once it does, kind of in the clear. Throw this onto a green. I'm going to do that for the barriers. Even if it misses, it's going to mainly just hit on barriers, so not too big a deal. We finally have this convert 2, so we can go get more green if we so choose, but both of them are already full, so let's take the blue out the way. Try to get more greens to fall. Didn't happen. Get a split down, get a web spinner down, get another split down, ideally, from the excess mana. And actually, 1 web spinner into the split should be killed, so we'll do that again. Land it for the extra turn, and because they're all entangled, they just die to Yasmine. And that's pretty much the only thing Yasmine's used for in the entire game, for the most part. Green Guild War Day. There we go. So, hello, Siplam. Hello, Danny. Hello, Vegan. Hello, Rasa. Hello, Clark. Hello, Medieval. Wait, did I just say your name twice, just in 2 different ways? I think so. Hello, Captain. Hello, Mehmet. And hello, Pedro. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. And thank you for joining us tonight. So, next one. We actually have 4 times Giant. Is he using Titan as well? Yes, he is. He is using the best Giant team in the game. That's intriguing. This is actually really bad for us, because he does have freeze. And if we miss, we're giving it to Hindla. So, yeah, that could be a bit of a dilemma, but we'll see what happens. Most of the colors he's creating, though, we actually need. The biggest issue is if he gets a Hindle off, we essentially lose the second he gets Hindle off. So, gotta be careful there. We can go for a blue into a purple into a green into an extra turn red. That sounds like a lot of good stuff, though we could also just simply take this and convert, which might be the better option. Just convert it to green, go from there. Though we're not getting as much mana, are we? Either way, we're not getting as much mana. Really just depends which way we want to get less mana. So we'll do it this way because it gives more extra turns doing it this way. So we'll do that, We don't have Dark Maiden, but it does allow us to web spinner, which means we could start pressing skulls if we want to. Which, given that he has a freeze, that might be required. Depends how much we miss here. Like if we give him that immediately and he freezes us, that is very, very bad. But we can make this work. Everything on his team is poisoned, and he doesn't have a cleanse, so every skull we do hits him very hard. But until that freeze goes off, we will have a bit of a problem, so hopefully it cleanses soon. Try finding the last little bit of mana we need. Doesn't look like we have it. We'll go for Dark Maiden this time, though she's kind of useless to use unless we actually have a 5 times or if we get unfrozen on everything. So there's one of them unfrozen, so that's nice. I think we go for Dark Maiden here instead, just because we're going to go for the convert, ideally the second one they both cleanse. So we're still affected. I could do this on one of the other colors, though. For example, we could do this on purple and start going right now, but that wouldn't really be as effective. I think the better strategy here would be just to wait him out, let him go for a Dawnbringer, let him have a hit, and then go from there, because we're not going to get enough mana that quick, especially with the fact we're frozen on green. So we'll set this up to be even perfect. Ideally, we'll get cleansed. Ooh, we just got a kill. We could actually lose this. What are you doing, Giant Team? There we go. Okay, we at least got cleansed. Should still be in this. Biggest issue now is if we miss another time against that Hyndla, we are dead. So we'll go for that. We do indeed miss. He doesn't go for mana, though. So even though it's looking quite peril right now, we should be okay. So we'll go for that, get the green. And now all we have to do is not miss. Saying that to this team is not a good idea. But we'll go with that. Okay, so far so good. We hit one shot him. Now just do that like 3 more times and we're good. So let's go throw this one down. Has a slightly higher spawn, so it would hopefully hit, though it doesn't. Go get this one down. Still alive on the other one. We don't have a summon, though, to really utilize. Even if we did, our hero probably would have been in that slot and would be dead anyways. I will go for a web spinner into Yasmine and then hopefully get the kill from there. We did indeed land it. Should be able to get it on the 22 board. And one more will kill it out. Okay. Well, Hyndla really got us there with that freeze, but still came through. We did lose a troop, and we did probably lose quite a bit of points, too. But as long as that doesn't happen on one of the later battles, if they're all using that team, that could be a little annoying. So this one's running with Queen Mab, which also has that annoying factor to it. Though Plague, I don't know. I'm not as intimidated by Plague doing his ability. Though Queen Mab's getting those frees is going to be a slight annoyance. Though later Anariel technically helps us. She creates blue and green. She might be able to loop against us some, but the colors she's creating we do indeed need. Hello, Questor. Welcome. You just recently traded Queen Aurora, so you tried the team. Nyx drained your mana. Mab keeps the whole team frozen. Oh, yes. This team is also pretty bad against... Well, it's pretty bad against freeze. So it's definitely really bad against the Forest Troll, Nyx, Kraken, Queen Mab team, or other similar teams to that. It is very bad against. Technically, the team we're up against right now is kind of like that, except not fully. But yeah, if you're up against Forest Troll, Nyx, something... Queen Mab, that can definitely get this team pretty easily. Okay, we already got a freeze on us, though we haven't hit full mana, so that freeze doesn't really make too big a deal yet. Actually, I guess it kind of does now, because now we're kind of stagnant and can't do anything. There's barely any blue on the board. I'm almost tempted not even to take that skull and just go for a bunch of mana here, because it'll reduce his chance of actually turning, so we're going to do that. We get another Entangle, too. Lag? There we go. No extra turn off of him. We're not frozen on yellow, so we can go for that. Only big issue here is got to try denying out something he needs, and there's not a single one of these that we could really get rid of. I don't really want to go cast this because it's just going to make it easier for him to land his turn. So I believe the best bet here is just to take a yellow and wait it out. We could go convert everything as well and kind of go down that route. We can actually convert this into purple here. So we'll go to that. And now we have Queen Aurora, and I'm actually going to utilize this as well. I believe in just throw it back onto a purple here, just so we get more off the board and just so we keep stacking up our durability. Just out of safety's sake. I'll move that over. Doesn't look like we have any skulls we can go take, so I think we're just going to wait it out, take a purple, and just let him do his ability. And ideally, he will not hit an extra turn, and we will cleanse. Okay, neither of those two things happened, because he didn't cast, nor did we cleanse. Oh, excuse me. So I guess we'll throw another purple down. Or do we? Oh, no, that would risk him getting extra turn. So maybe we'll just go with a really safe move, like taking this red downwards. And just hope he misses next turn. Oh, you know what? We could take this green. Only issue with that is he'll take a skull, but he's just hitting against barriers, so not too big a deal there. So we'll grab that. He'll hit us. Still have not cleansed. Really bad. Maybe we could skull distract him again or something. We have mana on everything, but there isn't too much I need to aim on. I could do this on red. Actually, you know what? I think I will. Let's go do this on red. Obviously, we're not frozen on that. Now we can go do it on purple now that we have a better board for it. And now we can just throw a skull down. We didn't actually get frozen because we were already done on it. Actually, you know what? We're going to leave the skull distract here. I'm going to take a green... No, I need to save that for my convert. I think what we do here is we take a random move like this red. Hope he takes that skull. We get an amazing convert into a bunch of spam, and then we go from there. So we'll do this. He'll take a skull. Perfect. Okay, so now here's where we win. Hold up. 1 second, though. I believe we actually lose greens if we do this. because we're getting rid of that whole area. We're getting rid of that area. So we actually don't cast that yet. We throw this and hopefully get it. Good. Now we still don't throw it. We throw this instead and hopefully get it. Throw this and hopefully get it. For all of them and hopefully get it. And go from there. So is it worth casting that yet? Still isn't. So we'll go and throw to Yasmine just so we have a higher spawn, so it doesn't miss, or at least a higher chance of not missing. Do the same thing again. And web spinner kill into the Yasmine. Actually, you know what? I might as well just go for Yasmine right here. Is that enough damage? No, that isn't enough damage, but we'll do that. Get that down. It does miss because of how much we moved. But even if he freezes us at this point, it doesn't matter. We're already within damage range to pretty much kill him. And then we just throw Yasmine at it. And it should be team wipe. Or very close to it, anyways. He keeps giving so much armor to them, which is why they're not dead yet. We keep poking them with a billion pokes. This Plague probably has like a billion magic right now. Okay, let's go. We're frozen on green. I might actually go use this on blue just so we get full mana. Actually, purple would probably make more sense. Well, blue is more populated. Brown would be the high... Well, blue would be the highest chance. Brown would be the most useful, though. So I guess we do it on brown and hope it lands. And it did. And that's match. If it will click. And there we go. Wait, how are you not dead? Did he just save it with that split damage thing? Because of the 2 armor he gave or something? Oh well, he's down now. Wow, that was weird. But on to the next one. And we have Standard Divine. Well, kind of Standard Divine. He's using Queen Aurora for whatever reason. Interesting. It's definitely bad if we give it green. Biggest issue here will be neutralizing Ubistet. But we do have Entangle off of Queen Aurora. I mean, what's her name? Yasmine's Chosen. So that Entangle actually does reduce his damage. His damage, of course, is based on all the attack within battle. So if we Entangle his entire team, while it won't completely negate it, that is taking away a good number of his actual capability off his ability. So at least we're working it down slightly. So move that down. See if we can get a web spinner or something here. I could maybe go for a purple. Take a purple over, try for like a red or something right there. Could even just throw this down and hope it doesn't miss. Only big issue with that is if it does miss, he gets his ability off. Also, hello Hyper! Hello Chew! Hello Nautical! And hello Alonso! Welcome all! Is this week still Drifting Sands? Yes, this week is Drifting Sands. All the way until Monday reset, next Monday. So for the next, like, what is that, 5 days or so? But yeah, it's still Drifting Sands for the event week. Across all platforms. For the entire week. Okay. There's nothing he can actually do next turn, but the biggest issue is he's almost guaranteed going to take a green. So I think we go and preemptively take green on him. If nothing else, that also poisons him, so we have that now going for us. He also doesn't have freeze, so he didn't get us frozen, so that's nice. He's also not running that hero class that does triple damage against burning, which is really annoying with Infernus. He's just running standard divine, so that actually helped us some there, or else we would have taken a lot of damage. Ideally, he'd be entangled, but there we go. Now it's entangled. A little late. But, oh, it also doesn't have the barrier on it. That's good. So it doesn't have all those additional stats to deal with, for us to have to deal with. So we'll go do this on green. That'll be full mana for basically our entire team. We'll get that down. Almost everything that uses green is maxed. We'll go throw Yasmine there because that will guarantee gets the full mana. And extra turn. And now we just have to keep doing that. I guess we could go barrier for safety's sake. Though I think we just go all in on damage. I think we can get it without bothering to barrier. So we'll just keep doing Yasmine over and over again. Maybe get a web spinner in here once. Oh, never mind. We already got the web spinner down. What am I doing? Do that again, and then I actually didn't need to do that. I just did that in case we got a skull or anything. Because you normally want to poison them as quickly as possible. So you start doing triple damage on your skulls. But there we go. But they were already poisoned. Ooh, interesting. The old Doom Skull meta. Gorgotha Glaceon Apothecary / Captain Skullbeard with a King Bloodhammer. And of course the other version of that is replace out Gorgotha and put a Highforge in the back. So that King Bloodhammer and Apothecary both start with a little bit of mana. But, at least if we feed him greens, it's not too big a deal. Biggest issue, though, we feed him green, then he apothecaries the green to brown. We're kind of out of luck if he does that, but, he hits really, really hard with skulls. Though almost any team could possibly use would die if he actually starts getting going, so I guess it won't make too big a difference how much our skull durability is. Technically, using a Gorgotha first slot would still help, but it's a day that we can't really use Gorgotha. Okay, what do we need here? I guess we go for red. He'll take Skull. I actually want him taking Skulls just because it's going to delay him a good amount. The only real big issue here is I don't have any alignment off of the yellows that are all over the place. So we'll go for this. That will just go down. See if we can get any kind of convert here. I can get it on blue, surprisingly, which I believe we do go for. That will give us Web Spinner immediately. Might also give us some more mana of some kind. And I believe we just throw it at this point. That or we take a bunch of reds. Ideally, a double red. I did not see it, though. Definitely see singles. Did not see a double capability. Could take maybe this red and try for the other red over there. Gives us a green, too, but I don't really want to remove greens from the board. Ideally, you know what? I think we'll just cast it. So we'll do that. It does miss, and it does give him red. Not enough to cast, though. But unfortunately, nor do we have enough to cast, so we could take this double mana and hope for a green. That's not actually going to give us green because the other one's going to get moved as well. Could just play it safe and Skull Distract him. Oh no, we can't even do that. But yeah, I guess we'll go for this. Oh yeah, we do get to still Skull Distract him. So we'll do this, get a little bit of red, he'll hit us. And now we get to do whatever we want here, which is probably just throw this again and hope it hits. Could take a red here and get Yasmine up. This doesn't give him any mana immediately. I think we'll have to go for that because it'll give us a slightly better board setup. And now, we have to be scared because he's about to throw Apothecary. So we'll throw this. Hopefully it'll land. It does ever so barely. Guess we do it again. It's almost guaranteed going to miss, though. I could try barriering up just so we don't lose first slot. Could even throw him now preemptively, just kind of knowing that he's going to die. So we'll do that. Probably going to die here. He does exactly what I wanted him not to, which is, of course, convert out green. That's to be expected. How heavy did he go with that? Enough to get a kill. He's not entangled. A double kill! No! Stop it! He just one-turned me with a Doom Skull. Well then, why you have to not be entangled? It's because of Apothecary, but not much we could have done to that. Really? Really? Doom Skull's still gonna get us. Oh well. Oh well. Only way we could have played around that was to reduce his attack to 0. And even then, Doom Skull still hit you ridiculously hard. That's kind of like one of those win conditions that just happen sometimes, like when Goblin just decides to destroy you. Unfortunate, but it happens. Because even if he had 0 attack, that would still have hit us for like a double kill. Because of how many skulls he still had. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Can't really avoid it. It comes down to winning quick enough, but of course most Guild War teams can't win quick enough to outpace something like that. Oh, points total? Well, it's going to be low because we got a single, we got a loss in there. I believe it was 7,800, if I'm not mistaken. Did I not check it? Yeah, 7,860 is what it came down to. So not too bad for getting one lose, but still, it's could have been quite a bit better if we didn't actually lose that final one. So most of the tasks for today I already kind of did, because they were relatively easy, and I did them like while I was recording the other video, like kind of in between time while I was uploading. So I'm already done with all those, because I showed quite a bit of it for the pet today. Don't forget, you still have time to go get it. It is 6 hours and 38 minutes remaining on the monster pet. Not really the greatest of pets out there, but it does have a bonus, unlike the previous one that had literally no bonus, so definitely go do it. It is very annoying goblins, though, but Gob Tromper is available in the Soul Forge if you need it. If you go under Soul Forge, if you go under Troops and you go under the Brown Summoning Stones, on PC, mobile, and Amazon version, there should be a Gob Tromper in the drop table. So if you open a bunch of those, you'd eventually get a Gob Tromper if you don't already have one of them, and then just trade it up. Also, of course, as I mentioned earlier in the event key drop table, we even opened some earlier. Great Maul is in the event key drop table, as we got on Monday. And you can use that into any of the quick devour teams to just kind of wipe through those battles. Oh no! Round 2! Look at that. That's the exact team that defeated us in Guild Wars. Though we are going to go use it right now, just completely obliterate it, now that we could use literally any team. So this team is actually not too threatening anymore. Only in Guild Wars would I really say it's threatening, just because it can still do exactly what just happened occasionally. But I say that, and we're probably going to lose to it, aren't we? He's going to get rid of some like color I need so badly on the board, and then he's just going to get full mana on everything, and then he's just going to throw that down into another one, and then we're done. But we'll go through Infernus. Get that rolling. Hopefully get a little bit more mana somewhere in here. Not sure if we can really get anywhere. So I guess we'll go for the purple. The Surge. That last little bit. I'll take it to try to get a green. To try to get our other weapon up. We'll get it up this way since we didn't. And he's way overkilled at this point. And then we'll just go for the double kill off of that. I don't think that's enough yet. Nope, it is. Down it goes. And that's the difference between using a Guild War team and using an Agile team against that team. In one, we get destroyed by it in one turn. In that one, we destroy it before it even really got to cast against us, other than the one Apothecary it got. That's mainly because it has such a low mana cost. Well, you can always rewind the video thingy. I do have it set up on YouTube where you can just go backtrack the video if you want to go and see whatever you missed. So yeah, you'd miss what I'm saying now, but for the most part, I'm not really going over anything for the rest of this video unless you guys want me to. If there's anything you want me to specifically cover, teams, other stuffs, just let me know. Of course, tomorrow I will be going over Assassin Hero class. I don't know if I'll have it level 100. Depends how many gems I feel like spending and how much time I have later tonight. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Currently, we're level 88, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, we need level 100 to show it at level 100 to get its final trait. Of course, I can gem the rest of it, though it's pretty expensive to do so, if I'm not mistaken. I think it would cost over 1,000 gems, so we'll see. But I really do want to see what fully maxed Assassin looks like. And there's no better time than trying to get it up tomorrow. And we'll get Furnace down. Get a Ubistet or something. Go throw that. Yeah, we do have Ubistet, if it'll click. Get that down. Let's see. Let's go for that one. Get another Infernus down or something. Move that one over. Get the other Infernus. And do we skull it? Yeah, I think we skull it. And dead. Hello, Marcelo. Welcome. You tried your blue team today and did okay for 1. You beat the Giants with Jotnar. Your team worked pretty well overall. Well, glad it worked out. Which one did it lose to? Oh, you got beat by the Giants with Jotnar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's one of the better teams out there. I don't know why I haven't switched any of my defend teams. Well, probably because you need to actually have Titan set to be able to do it. But yeah, if you have fully maxed Titan hero class using a 4 times Titan team, the way to do it, or 4 times Giant, I mean, the team to do it with is Yarrow Mantle, oh wait, why am I forgetting what it is now? Yarrow Mantle, that one brown-yellow giant guy that hits triple based on burning or whatever it is, followed by your hero using Dawnbringer, if you own Dawnbringer, followed by Hindla, that one green-blue giant that summons more giants. That's the strongest giant team in the game. It's not one of the absolute strongest teams in the game, but when you're setting like 6 different defends in Guild Wars, it actually is one of the stronger ones now due to pet bonuses, as well as the fact that Titan hero class got buffed. They actually made, it's probably Titan one of the best hero classes now. If they add like another good giant, all they have to do is add like a AoE giant, like something like as high impact as Infernus or something, and 2 giants, and giants would instantly become the best type. So we'll have to see what they'll do in the future. Though given that they already added a giant mythic, there probably won't be another one anytime soon. We'll have to see, because there already is one. But you never know. Some types, I believe, already have multiple different ones, other than Divine and Daemons. I believe a few other ones that do as well. Obviously, Divine and Daemons have, like, so many of them. I think each type has, like, 8 or something. We'll go forward, a little poke there. And down it goes. And we just need to go for, like, one more little hit or something. Can you use, the Dread? Oh, that one red-green thing with a monster himself doing not count as 2 beasts? Wait, what? Krog the Dread you're referring to with a monster team. You could try doing that with a Glaceon monster team. Biggest issue with that is the 5% chance to devour is insanely small. It used to be 15%, then 10%. It actually used to be on Great Maul and not specifically on him. But then they moved it onto Krog the Dread instead. Or first, they removed it from the Great Maul. Then they eventually added it to Krog the Dread. But when they did it to him, they only added it as 5%. At 5%, his ability is useless. You should never use it. You'd be better off using Assassin in first slot at that point. There really is no need ever to use Krog the Dread anymore. There was barely any to begin with. But these days, you definitely do not need it. Assassin is way superior, even if you don't have it maxed. Even if you have like level 10 Assassin or something, it is still better than using Krog the Dread, as long as you have it's fully traded still. Okay, we'll go and throw that down, and that'll be that. Stick the red over, and Infernus kill it. Yeah, the biggest issue with Krog the Dread is it just never triggers, pretty much. There's 2 things that really nerfed it. The thing that prevents it from multi-triggering, and the fact that they lowered it all the way to 5%. It used to be 15% at one point, and it was capable of multi-triggering. Though, at that point, it was the most overpowered mechanic in the entire game, which is why they nerfed it so hard. But now it's too underpowered to ever use. because they nerfed it so hard. Yeah, we'll go through Infernus Stone. Can I do it? Specifically what with it? I don't know exactly what you were asking with that. I knew that you were talking about something with Krog the Dread. What specifically were you asking? What, Krog the Dread in a battle? I haven't used Krog the Dread in ages, but we could give it a shot if you want. In just any team or in a monster team? It plays out basically the same way that Assassin would, except slightly different. And generally slightly weaker. Well, actually quite a bit weaker now that Hero class has a bunch of perks. What do we need? We'll go and take... what do we need here? We'll just go take Brown, I guess. Grab that. Get Skull Poke. Also, you basically never use Krog the Dread summon. There's never been any team in existence that has ever utilized his summon. It just doesn't happen. Because he's normally used in first slot. And his summon... You never use your summoner in first slot, very rarely. The only exception to that is like Christine X, normally. That's about it. Another monster and 2 beasts. That's a really oddly specific team. Well, one of your beasts would probably be your hero. The other would be Queen Aurora, if you have it. We'll go for that. Kill those out. Dead. But what do you need that team for? Because that sounds like a really, really clunky team to be using. Did you need it for like one of your objective things? If it was, then just run, you should just run them separately with Dragon Soul in first slot if you needed it for one of your objectives. Yeah, we'll go move that one over. Oops. How am I leaving him so many skulls? Every time I look away, it's like he's taking another skull. So let's go do that. Yeah, what else can I get here? Let's go for that. We'll do it again. We'll throw another poke. Then I kind of go for it. And, yeah, we'll go for another hit. And there we go. Guild Wars? Yeah, we already went through Guild Wars. Only took about 20 minutes. Normally it goes pretty quick, for the most part. They take slightly longer than normal battles, but not too much longer. You want to see how it plays out? 2 monsters with 2 beasts? Sure, I can go do that. Not sure specifically what we would do. Ideally, we would be using our heroes one, but yeah, we'll go see what we can do. We'll just use it without the hero, because we'd have to switch to Ward in hero class to be able to do it, I believe, as properly as possible. Yeah, we'll go give it a shot, see what happens. Throw that in there. Go for an Infernus. Ideally, we'd have Ubistet here, but we don't. But one more hit will do it. And mana, where are you? Let's take purple. Grab the last Infernus. We need to kill it out, and down it goes. What do you run to counter freeze on today's Guild Wars? Best thing to use to counter freeze on today's Guild Wars is Apothecary or Mercy. Mercy into something big on your team that uses yellow, or Apothecary for the same thing if you don't have it, just for brown instead of yellow, whichever one you really need. But yeah, Apothecary or Mercy are the 2 biggest things that you would use. A nice solid cleanser that can get it all off of everyone automatically. And it really just depends what team you're using and which one you would need. If you're running more towards Yasmine, it'd probably be Apothecary. If you're running more like a, trying to think of a yellow that you would throw it towards, but there's probably something that you'd do it for Mercy. But one or the other is basically what you would use on your team. Let's see. So in the case of my Web Spinner team, for example, you'd basically just replace out the Web Spinner for Apothecary in a way. Let's see. Let's see, what was the other question that was mentioned? Where to go? So you want me to use 2 monsters and 2 beasts. An interesting request, but we'll go and see what we can do with it. We'll throw it on, we'll throw it on Divines, and hopefully it won't go too bad. Let's just go do it with this. Place this back into suggested teams. That was, of course, the low-level Great Maul team. If you were needing this for the pet battles or anything, really good. Great Maul's in the event key drop table. Cockatrice is a rare. Apothecary's ultra rare. Dragonian Monk, actually, from testing it this morning, you probably just go with Skeleton there or something. Main reason I said Dragonian Monk is because normally as a newer player, while I was fine due to being able to tank the damage, normally as a newer player you do need that barrier so you can survive. But yeah, you can put a Skeleton or Wisp there to try to speed it up or something. But that's pretty much the team. Really low budget. Only thing hard to get is Great Maul, but he's currently available this week, so it's a little bit easier this week to get him. And he runs through all dungeons as well as all pets. So if you've been struggling with either of those two, it's a pretty nice pickup to have, since you can just automatically win those once you have it. Let's see. So we need to go do Krog the Dread into something here. So that is not Krog the Dread. How on earth do you spell his name? Dread. There we go. Krog the Dread. So 2 monsters and 2 beasts were mentioned. So we'll go with Glaceon. I guess Queen Aurora, since we need a beast, and they said another beast. What are we still missing? We need a blue beast that fits into mana generation. Also something that would be really good, just in general. Let's see, blue beast, and what do we need? Merline would be horrible. Giant spider would actually be amazing, so we'll go for that. And there we go. Okay, so that will actually feed the mana into them. And I believe you boost based on purple, right? Oh, you used to boost based on purple. I forgot. They changed it to red. Oh, really? Why'd you gotta do that? He used to boost based on purple back in the day, but then they changed it to red. And in the case of the team I'm using right now, that actually nerfs him, not buffs him. They did that technically to buff him, since it's more common that you would have red, due to him using red. But he used to summon based on 13 purple. But yeah, I forgot they changed that. They did that a while back. Completely forgot though. Anyways, we'll just go with green-blue. That seems fine. As long as we have +2 blue for our giant spider, that's the main thing that matters here. Actually, I technically don't need that +1 green. Guess we can go put it into a... Also, let me put this back to suggested teams. Suggested teams. And we'll just go with... Do I need to change my banner at all? No, it's fine. Oh, yes, I do. I need to not have green, I guess. Maybe like a green... I mean, a blue-purple or something. Well, at that point, we might as well just go Frozen Banner. You know what? I think it is fine first just to go Frozen Banner. We'll go with that. Because if he dies, we still have the +1 for it. Okay, let's go with this. So as requested, here's a double beast, double monster team that uses Krog the Dread. Interesting request, but see what it does. Well, we'll go move that over. Oops, I thought that was extra turn. My bad. Well, we'll go take... Blues would be nice. Let's try for it. Didn't get it. Take that blue since it gives it to us. Just need another one to surge. Take that one. Wait. Did I not give us +1 blue? +2. Wait, why are we getting such a weird number of mana? We should have 2 extra blue. 1 off of you and 1 off your... or not you, but 1 off the banner and 1 off of you. That's weird. Okay, well, we'll take that. Should have been full mana already, shouldn't it? Oh no, we lost the Queen Aurora. Well, now we don't have it, that's for sure. Go grab that. Oh, that's one less thing we get to utilize. We're actually almost dead already. He's doing a lot of damage to us. I need to get a Glaceon, like, right now. Don't see any way to go get it, though, so we'll go for that. Really need that Devour right about now. He goes and converts out all the color I really need. Maybe we'll be able to get one heavy Glaceon now that he kind of set up the board for it. I do not have a way to get that last little bit of mana, though. Maybe we'll see what we get off this baby dragon. Maybe it'll give us something good. Oh, no, we just lost the... no! The whole core of this team. It just died. Hey, we got Elamagrim. At this rate, we're going to, like, form ourselves into a proper Elamagrim team by the end of this. Okay, let's just go take a red over. Give him a little bit of mana. Nope, giant spider died. How do we die so quick? I know what we're using is towards the weaker side, but let's go try that again. Oh, let's do it against this. This one it should work a little bit better against. Only real big issue would be Corvash, I think. So let's go move that over. Take ourselves all that down. Go and grab a blue surge. There we go. Now the banner's working correctly. Take a yellow, I guess. I don't really have too many other good things that are worth moving around. Maybe go and take down like a green or something. In this particular team, we don't really need it heavily. We'll give them a free skull, but... oh, that's another reason why. Wow, your durability is so low. Even with a monster bonus. Because we're getting a slight... Wait, are we getting a slightly higher stats? No, we aren't. Because we're using 2 and 2. So we're actually not getting any stats for any of them. Alright, I'm actually going to preemptively take that just so we actually turn it and get a lot of mana that way. So I'll give us full mana there. We then ideally get our extra turn right here off of some kind of alignment. I don't believe we have it, so let's move that over. We'll go and take ourselves a nothing. Looks like a nothing. Oh, no, we do have alignment, so we're actually going to go for that then. We'll go for that off the bottom. Get a bunch of skulls. It is up against Gorgolfa, but we hit high enough that it's not really going to matter. Doom Skull's destroyed through everything. It's not going to matter if he has that. So we can go for a double poke here. Not really too relevant. Still didn't get any of our Devours yet, which of course would be very, very useful if they were to occur. I guess we could go do this on the most populated color on the board. Though it's probably just be on purple instead. So we'll go for that. And any better alignments? Does not look like it. We'll probably pass our turn or go for the skull, either or. We'll go past our turn, go for that. Let him kind of just do something. For whatever reason, he doesn't even go for the skull. I guess we'll take it ourselves then. Try getting that Devour down. Of course, miss, but it's worth a shot. I guess we could do it again. Not too much we'd get from it, but I'm still going to go for it so we can get the mana right back. He ends up getting a summon right back, but we do land an extra turn, and to another extra turn. Still 0 Devours, as is to be expected almost every Krog the Dread battle. That's kind of just what he does, is never devour. It's kind of his thing. Unless you're playing against it, in which case it will have 100% devour rate, of course. But let's see, we'll go through that down. Still no Devours after 7, 8, 9 skulls or so. Still none, and we won the battle. And that's pretty much what it looks like, whoever just requested that. But yeah, it's not worth using, if that's the question. Definitely not worth using. Krog the Dread's interesting. It's just Assassin is superior to it 100% of the time. There's never an instance you would use Krog the Dread instead of Assassin anymore. At one point there may have been, but definitely not now. Especially since you can get it tomorrow, a bunch of leveling for it. Let's see, you've spent the last 7 hours farming souls for your components of a Dawnbringer. Do you need to forge the 3 components again after the weapon? No. Once you have crafted each of those 3 components that cost 100,000 each for 300,000 total, plus whatever other resources, you never need to recraft them again. So after you've crafted them, yeah, they're good to go. You'll keep them after you form a Dawnbringer, so you don't need to worry about that. You'll forever have them. Yeah, any of those are the same way. Same as with a, oh, what's the guy? That one mythic. What's his name? I forget his name now. But Xenos. Same thing with crafting Xenos. If you craft him, it does not require you to lose those 3 weapons. Once you craft them, you have them. Okay, we'll go take a yellow here. Get an Infernus down. Yeah, if anyone still had any other questions, let me know and we'll make sure to go over them in regard to Guild War or anything else. Right here, we'll go for Skull. Get a nice little poke down. Hopefully get another kill here. Maybe go for like a double Ubistep thing. Get that in there. See if we can get Infernus going. See what else we can follow up with. Yeah, we'll go for a little poke. Get that down. Get like Infernus in there. And that'll be that. Hello, M78. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Demon or Angel, is he here? I don't think he's here right now. I think he's only here on the morning streams, I forget. Let's go fight him. I was going to go do our 1 trophy. Oh wait, he still hasn't maxed his Protector yet. He needs to go do that. That's like one of the best benefits, the barrier that you get off it every time you cast it. Is he using Divine? No, he's actually leveling Dragon right now. Apparently he was not one of the people like me who used Dragon Guard excessively. With a 4x Dragon team. Okay, we'll go and throw an Infernus down. Because that was one of the few classes I actually already had maxed. I believe it was that Archer and, I forget what the other one was. Was there even a third one? I know it was that and Archer. I think it was Mech too, just because Mech used to be really good. Yeah, it was those 3. It was Archer, Mech, and Dragon Guard were the 3 I had maxed when the update came live. The one that finally gave us hero classes. Alright, hopefully that actually turns for us. It does. Perfect. Double kill, dead. There we go. What do you think of Alchemist, Dark Troll, Elima Grim, and Yerl Freyr Mantle? Normally you would want your 2 frontline to loop. Generally, I believe that would be Dark Troll, Rock Troll, Dark Troll would be what we'd use. Rock Troll, Dark Troll, Elima Grim, Yerl. Oh wait, never mind. You're using Pure Brown. Never mind. Duh. I was saying it as if it was a Purple Day or something. And you would need to use that with the other guy, the Infernus. But yeah, never mind. So for Brown Day, let's see. Dark Troll doubles the purple. Alchemist the yellow into Yerl. Yerl feeds red to Dark Troll. I guess it could work. I feel like Alchemist should be Ragnagord or something. Or like a frontline tank. Because Alchemist, the only thing Alchemist is doing is feeding to, wait, hold up. What is he feeding it to? Never mind, Yarrow doesn't use it. Nothing on your team uses yellow. You have 2 things that create yellow. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, probably put a frontline brown-yellow then, like Gorgolfa, and just tank it. I assume you mean brown Guild War Day, based on what your team you just structured. Oh, you even just said that, yeah. But yeah, just put Gorgolfa first slot then. Gorgolfa, Dark Troll, Elamagrim, Yarrow, if you're going to go down that route. Alright, let's go to our easier battle. Claim that out real quick. Do I like the Penguin? Penguin's good in some teams. All those +5 to all stats troops can be good in some occasions. Normally, you only use it for quick explore, though. Very, very, very rarely would you ever use it in too many other locations. And now that you need your hero, it normally just gets replaced with hero on explore teams. Just because hero, you need it to get HP on them. Alright, let's just go take reds, grab that. Get a little bit more souls every turn. It's the only bad thing about being delayed when you're using something like an assassin, like if the battle takes a little bit longer. You are technically getting souls every turn. While it's not a lot, you're still getting something. So 4 times Penguin is a good team? No. 3 times Penguin with something could probably work, though, if you really wanted to just mess around with it. Though 3 times Dwarven Gate into something would probably be better in most instances. Like 3 Dwarven Gate Tesla or 3 Dwarven Gate literally anything. Okay, we'll go and go for the skulls there. See what else we can get. Go for that. Wait, what? Why does it keep triggering Impervious? Oh, it's doing it off of Freeze and Burn. I was gonna say, like, what on earth is he triggering that on? He's doing it off when we get a kill, he's doing it off of Freeze, as you just saw right there. And when we're getting an extra turn, he's doing it off of Burn. For a second, I thought he, like, negated instant kill. There's actually nothing player owns that can negate instant kill. It seems like it's not that way because of the boss thing during raids. But yeah, there isn't a single thing that's immune to it. So there are, of course, there's other like unit things that do have immunity to it. The only thing you can really do to get away from it sometimes is, depending on the order that it does it in, you can use Barrier against it, and that's about it. And Barrier does work for it. It doesn't against the raid troop version, but it does out of raids, where you can just use a Barrier to negate it out. Oh, we got a Ubista here. Just get the kills down. How are your defend teams going so far this week? If I'm not mistaken, they're all 100% lose rate. I'll go double check. I know they were yesterday. I didn't actually bother checking them today. Normally check them all at the end of the week or so. Let's go get a little bit of mana. You have to get a Devour there, obviously. Gonna have to deal with that. Oh, you know what? Really easy way to kill him. Just throw this down and then Ubisted it. And there we go. He'll die off the Ubisted hit. And that is that. What does it mean when you see defend 0-1 under day 1 on Guild Wars? That means you have done, you've lost 1 battle. That's basically what that means. Basically, the left number is how many wins you had, and the right number is how many losses you had with that given team. So if we go under our guild thingy, and we go under Guild Wars, that means for, let's see, where's our defense? That means yesterday we won 0 times, but we lost 6 times. Today we have won 1 time, but lost 4 times, and so on and so forth for whatever ones. This does not mean 1 out of 4, as in you won 1 out of 4 battles. It means you won once and you lost 4 times. So that's actually 5 battles right there. I know it's kind of hard to read it as such because it doesn't really clarify, but that is indeed 5 battles. 1 win and 4 losses. It's kind of a little bit weird, but that is what it is for each one of them. But yeah, as you can see, they're going pretty bad so far, but that's kind of to be expected for the most part. If we were higher up, like if we were like in Paragon or Champion, getting all those extra stats, probably. But generally, if you're Herald or below, you're not really going to get too many wins on most of the days, even if you do have better stuff set on your teams. Hey, someone didn't do their bonuses. What are you doing? Mike, give us those bonuses. At least he's winning. Is he 5-0 streak? Look, he even beat us out. Shouldn't say anything. He has less stats and he's still beating us out. Wait, he's doing it so at a pretty low level, though. He's going 5-0s, yet we almost outscore him with a single loss. That's odd. Anyways, let's go to our mail. grab our defend rewards, grab all of that. Thank you very much, and there we go. Can I show the extra STS? What are those? I do not know what that is standing for. You wrote your team wrong. It's cockatrice in the first slot for your brown team. Oh, okay, that would make more sense. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, I was wondering why you said alchemist with no other yellow. Okay, but that makes sense. Yeah, cockatrice would be fine. Cockatrice is basically the early game version of Gorgulfa, essentially. Not exactly, but it's the closest thing you can use to Gorgulfa, and makes for a really good alternative for brown and yellow days. Like, if I ever say Gorgulfa on brown or yellow day, you can almost always replace it with cockatrice. Not always, but it's generally a decent enough replacement if you don't currently have a fully traded Gorgulfa. And it does have to be fully traded. Gorgulfa is one of those kind of troops where you either fully trade it or you don't use it at all. It's just kind of like that because of how much of a benefit it gains from actually having it. Almost all of Gorgulfa's value comes from having him fully traded. Devs have any plan on expanding defensive stats? So instead of just win-losses, maybe they let you know how many points you are giving up. I wish they would show that. As of currently, I don't think they have any plans to do that, but I wish they would because it doesn't really say too much about it. At one point, you got like no info at all. At least now we're getting some amount of info, but definitely still not enough, I would say. But now that it's only once every 3 weeks, not sure if they'll be getting around to that. Maybe once they finally do the PvP rework, they will. Not certain on that, but hopefully they'll get around to it eventually. I don't know if it's within their plans or not. I know one of their main plans for next patch is something related to the map. I'm not sure everything. It's some kind of new minigame we're getting next patch, and something related to the map. So hopefully the minigame is fun. The minigame is likely going to be associated with ingots. It's definitely going to be giving ingots. As far as how many ingots is questionable. We don't currently know the info or what the minigame's about or anything like that. Hopefully not sigils. But yeah, those are like the two main things we kind of know that are coming next patch so far. There might be more things too, but they haven't disclosed it yet. And I will have access to the beta as well. I don't know how much I'll be able to say about that once I do have the beta. Probably not much, but probably in the next month or so, or less, I'll have access to that. I assume they're going to try getting it out by late August, like before school starts back up and such. Did we go for revenge? No, let's go for one trophy. Take the easier one. I've been avoiding revenges so much recently. It's because some of them have some really, really ridiculously annoying teams. Well, it's still easy to kill them out. It just takes a lot longer when we're trying to get EXP. And we're still a good amount of ways away. Not sure how close I'll get by tonight. I'll probably be like 91 by the time I go to bed. So as far as our score, or as far as our level. So I believe with about 1,000 gems or so, we'd be able to go and max that out. Normally I wouldn't really advise using gems to go actually level up hero classes. It's okay to do. It's mainly just rushing it up though, saving you a little bit of time. I normally wouldn't really advise it, but since I make content for the game, it's definitely worth it for me to go and just kind of do that up. But unless you have like a really large reserve, like 10,000 plus of gems, you normally wouldn't really need to rush up hero classes. Maybe do like a few of them just to kind of participate in the game mode thing, just for fun, but and do your free battles, of course, since they're basically 1 gem each for free. But beyond that, not really much of a need. Okay, luckily he doesn't barrier himself. All we really need now is an Upastet, so we'll go grab that and fill him out with that. What's a good team for the Dragon Soul? Every team in the entire game, though assuming you need an early game version of a team, I would say run your hero, followed by Dragatar, followed by Dragon Soul, followed by any other cheap dragon you have, like Dragonian Monk, would basically be your team. And that again would be hero, probably with hero sword, if you have it. Well, actually you do have it. Everyone starts with that now. So hero using hero sword, that one blue 4 mana cost weapon you get at the beginning of the game now, followed by a Dragatar, followed by a Dragon Soul, followed by a Dragonian Monk. And if you don't have Dragonian Monk, basically any other dragon in the game will work. That's pretty much what you would end up using. There's a lot of other teams too, but they're way more expensive than that. That's basically the cheapest you can get. Let's see. Use 3 Dwarven Gates with a High Forge. 3 Dwarven Gates with High Forge is pretty funny. I would only ever use it on defend though. It is way too slow to bother PvP with it. But yeah, it's a pretty funny team. Because all you have to do is just use Dwarven Gate into Dwarven Gate into Dwarven Gate into High Forge into Dwarven Gate into Dwarven Gate into Dwarven Gate into High Forge, and you just keep repeating that over and over again until you win, and you never die. And it's such an annoying defend team to face if you have low damage. I wouldn't be surprised if lower level players have faced it before and then just exited the battle because it was taking like 10 minutes. The team, against some teams, that team can be quite literally unkillable. Just because of how much durability it gains so quickly. Okay, we'll go in trekking Gorgotha down here. Ideally we'll hit it, and we do. Just throw that right into an Upestet and get that down, kill. Throw Infernus down. Those nice little pokes. See what else we can kind of get here. Throw that down. Get Infernus down as well. And here we go. Hey, we got a rare one. Oh, that reminds me. Let me go convert out all my ingots. We probably have quite a few recently. I got a legendary one off stream earlier too. Still have yet to get a mythic one. Oh, that reminds me. Something else interesting that happened off stream. Let me actually go bring that up. We got a mythic off stream. I accidentally clicked it and received it. I didn't mean to. I wasn't even paying attention what it was giving. And then I like look at it after the fact. It's like, oh wait, I just got Grim. Oh wait, you know what? I might still be able to see it in game. What am I doing? I don't even need to bring up the screenshot. I could go probably do it in my in-game mail. Legendary task, legendary task. Someone in my guild did like 11 tasks at once. And one of them was... no, it might not backtrack enough. Hopefully it does. There's a Corvash. We're getting closer. I believe that was from when I did it. So we're getting close. We're getting very close. Yes, this was the person that opened them all, so it should be in the next few. There's a Grapple Pot. We also got a grab. There it is! We got an Grim earlier. They ended up doing 11 million gold, and we got a Grapple Pot from one of them, which isn't really too relevant, though it's okay for Goblin teams, of course. But we got an Grim too, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, my whole guild has that now. And how many does that make? 2, 3? I don't even know how many Grims I have these days. Let me see. Grim. We have... if I could ever spell it correctly. We have 3 now. Interesting. We can almost build a 4 times Grim team. Just for fun, since I haven't actually had the chance to do this yet. Let's go and let's just do it off first slot. Let's go do Grim, and oh, Giant Spider's already there. Perfect. And we'll just do it just like that. There we go. Let's see what happens. This is probably going to fail because we don't have Infernus or anything like that. We'll do it on this battle since we're just kind of messing around with it for fun. There we go. A perfectly balanced team of Grims. No, Infernus would make this team a lot stronger. But we'll do it with this just for fun. See what we can get out of it. We reduce his attack by 12 every extra turn we do, by the way. He's already 0 attack on everything except hero. Look at that. Went from 15 to 0. 0. Whole attack 0. So quickly. No time at all. So we'll go and I guess we'll take a skull here. Let's go move that. See what else we can kind of grab here. Go for the brown. Get that nice little hit down. See what else we can move. Doesn't look like much. Gonna be probably a slow battle overall, which is why I went for one of the easier ones. He definitely has negative attack now. Too bad he doesn't heal us with his negative attack. We'll go and just take a skull here, just to speed it up some. Grim, the first Grim, and it misses, which is kind of to be expected. We don't have burn, so it's a very low gem spawn amount. It's like 8 gems or something, which definitely isn't the greatest, and it's probably going to miss almost every time. But there we go. We didn't really get to utilize that for much other than reducing his attack to 0, like, instantly. That's about it. That'd be sad if he actually wins. It definitely could happen. We'll move that over. Wait, why am I running Frozen Banner? I just realized. That's kind of getting in the way, isn't it? Also, we're about to die to this team, which is a pretty large fail. Let's see. We still have one Grim. We got this. We got this. If worse comes to worse, we'll win off the little spider. Sure. Let's see. Get that down. Boom. Oh, good. We landed the extra turn. Boom. Throw it again. No, it revived to a baby dragon. Watch it transform back to Dragon Soul. I've only seen that happen once. Can we see it again? Let's go kill it right here. I'm actually going to let it live just to see if it will, I think. Let's see. Oh, no! Spider, what are you doing? You weren't supposed to do that. Never mind. Oh, well. But yeah, that's that. Obviously not a good team. I just wanted to do it real quick. Now that we have 3 of them. Generally, whenever I get another mythic, I just love using a team with just all of that mythic in it, just for fun. Yeah, obviously Infernus would make it stronger. If you were to do if you were to use a multiple Element Grim team, you definitely want to use Infernus. Basically, every team you ever use every team you ever use Element Grim in uses Infernus, assuming you own fully traded Infernus. There's never a single instance you wouldn't do that. I'll go move that. Go and unless you're using 4x Dragon Team, I guess that's the only instance where you wouldn't. But normally you don't really use Element Grim on 4x Dragon. The only time you would is if you're using it in the last slot, just so you have a backline tank for like Kraken and stuff with Impervious. Can I show what? Yeah, Infernus is a lot of fun to use. Can I show my extra stats? Sure, I can show my extra stats. Oh, I forgot to go do the ingots when I got distracted by the thing. I need to go do that because I went to go see the mail instead. But yeah, my extra stats are... I'm backtracking right now. It froze again. There we go. Let's go under troops, go under bonuses. These are my extra stats right now. 12 attack, 10 magic, 24 HP, 20 armor. That's from 6 attack kingdoms, 5 magic kingdoms, 12 HP kingdoms, and 10 armor kingdoms. Level 10 and 5 starred. And the rest just comes from maxing out your guild tasks and getting to legendary tasks. You get 3 attack from the red, 2 magic from blue, 4 HP twice over on 2 of them, and 4 armor twice over on 2 of them. I forget which specific ones match up to which, but that's what it's from. In Guild Wars? What do you mean in Guild Wars? I don't understand what you mean by that. Results? Yeah, that's what it currently looks like. Or do you mean these stats? We're currently getting 5 armor, 9 HP, 9 armor. I mean, well, I said armor twice. I read that as armor. 5 attack, 9 HP, 9 armor, and 6 magic is what we are currently getting as bonus stats. And it could be higher if we want to go to tier 5, but of course that costs more gems, and we don't want to waste gems. Occasionally I will, especially if I get like Paragon or something. But if I'm just like mid-range or lower, I don't normally bother with them. At the new patch, you already had Divine and Titan heroes maxed. You've been working on Dragon. Have you tried Dragon Hero with triple skull damage to burning enemies with an Infernus Divine team? Yes, I have tried it some. It's okay. It hits really hard, but you have to specifically be up against stuff that can be burned. And there's quite a few teams that can't be burned, particularly some of the bigger things that you need to get rid of. It's really bad against, like Urgolfa, because it has immune to burn and it has 75% reduction. And normally you wouldn't really use it against it. Something like Assassin would be way better in those instances. And, I don't know, I don't really care for it too much. It does have a lot of potential in some teams, like you doing triple damage every single burning, because you just Infernus automatically into burn into doing triple to all of them. But it's really, really easy to counter. There are so many good first slots that make that hero basically useless. So that's why I wouldn't really use it too much. And in the context of Dragon teams, there really isn't any good way to put it into your team, unless you're specifically going to be using something other than a dragon to burn, because there's no really good dragons capable of burning at the moment, which seems kind of odd. But yeah, the team at the moment would be something along the lines of Hero with Mountain Crusher, Christinex, Element Grim, and like Infernus or something, and just kind of roll like that. And of course that's not 4x Dragon, but it's just because there isn't a good dragon burner. Closest you get is like Yerl or Demonstraxia. I mean, not Yerl, Shegra or Demonstraxia, both of which are not really the greatest for burning. Anyways, let's go convert our things in. Whoa, 53! How long has it been since we've converted these? Wow. Okay, let's go get all of our rare ingots. Boom. And let's go do our ultra rares, 13 of those. Boom. And apparently we have some upgrading to do because... wow, okay. Let's go and see what we have to upgrade. Let's go under weapons. Go back and backtrack over to rarity of something. What do I need? What do I need? What am I going for? Go for looking for rarity. Then we'll just scroll down some and see what we have to upgrade. Any of them even remotely worth doing? Probably not. But I still want to get them all upgraded. We're not even halfway there yet, though. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 5? How are you not maxed yet? 5 and kind of 6. So we'll go do this one. Get that up. Go get this other one up with that we already started. I believe I needed this for kingdom upgrades, which is why I had them partially marked. And there we go. Okay. So we'll get those marked. And yeah, we're almost halfway there. Like 1/3 the way there. Let's see. There's 1, 2... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, I lost track. Oh, no, never mind. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 6 out of 16, which is 1/3, kind of. A little bit more than 1/3. We're almost there. 2 more will be half. And we almost have enough to do another one. So we're almost at halfway done with the ultra rare weapons. So we're getting there. We're getting there. In time, we will have them all. Yeah, we're almost halfway at our current state. That's not too bad. And then we head on to the annoying epics, then the impossible legends, and then the literally impossible mythics, which will be like years before we get finished with how it's currently set up. Though I'm pretty sure they're going to be adding ways to get more of them next patch. But still, it's even then it will probably still be a ridiculously low rate. And obviously commons and rares we have maxed. Those are pretty easy to do. Doesn't take too long. Commons takes like literally a few hours. Rares take like a bit longer than that, maybe like a week or 2 of playing. And then ultra rares take like about a month, I would say. Maybe 2 months, depends. How long has the current patch been out? But yeah, maybe like a few months. Then epics takes like a year probably. Depends, give or take. And then legends take like way more than that. And mythics are literally just decades with the current setup of the game. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be changes that make them slightly more obtainable. Because they are like really excessively unobtainable at the moment. Let's see. You get stats from lower ranks only? Yes, you only get stats from the people that are below you, who are in the actual ranks below you. So if you're all the way in last rank, you get literally no extra stats other than the ones you bought. Do a vault? Do you mean a map? Sure, we can go do a map real quick. I don't see why not. Go do a quick map. And does anyone else have any other questions? Because I probably will be heading out the stream after this. So tomorrow we, of course, will be covering the Assassin Hero class. Will it be fully maxed? I do not know. I'll figure that out with how many gems it costs and figure out if it's actually worth it or not. But regardless, we'll still be showing Assassin. It's just we might not be showing it fully maxed, but hopefully we will be. But we'll be doing that tomorrow, doing the little event for it, kind of showing things. Do keep in mind you have to use Nagas with it, so that will be a pretty big restriction since most Nagas are horrible. Other than that, yeah, it's a fun class to have. Definitely one of the better ones out there. One of the better earlier game ones too. Dragon Guard's still better overall, I think, as an earlier kind of class to go for, but still pretty decent one nonetheless. Other than that, this Friday starts Bounty Hunter, and you'll be able to get quite a bit of orbs and stuff from that if you want to go participate in it. I'll probably be throwing 1,000 gems or so at that to get to like tier 6 or whatever it is. So we'll see what we can do with that. I'm not sure if they added anything new to it this patch. I don't believe they did, but I'm not fully certain on that. We'll find out when it comes out. There is going to be a new little troop for it. It's not really that relevant, though. It's one of those little spiny guys that does, I believe it does extra damage to an enraged group and, like, pokes them slightly. Oops, I didn't mean to use another map. Well, apparently we're doing another map. We'll go move that down. Take the other one over. Throw this, throw that. A gnome vault? Oh, no, I can't do a gnome vault. I need to wait until the vault event, which I believe is in 2 Fridays from now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we'll do those eventually. I saved them till then because there's a slightly higher chance to get a vault key when opening them that way. And I want to get that vault key, obviously. It's just one of the best drops you can get off of a gnome. So, yeah, I always wait to save them for the event. It's not really that big a deal if you use them preemptively. There's almost no difference in the loot between them. Like, the only thing that's different is the chance specifically of getting a vault key is ever so slightly higher. And I've still gotten 0 vault keys from them, specifically when opening them that way. So technically I've gotten 0 additional loot from doing it during the events, but still I'm holding out in case we eventually do. Because if we do end up getting one, that's could be like a couple, almost 100 gems worth of extra loot just from specifically using them then and just being patient with them. But yeah, I always save them for the vault event, which I believe occur every 6 weeks now that it's basically a double week rotation off of Bounty Hunter. Then, well, I forget what order it goes in, but it goes, or do I know the order it goes in? Yes, I do. What was the previous one? It was new hero class, then Bounty Hunter, then Gnome event. So this Friday is Bounty Hunter, and then 2 weeks from then should be the Gnome event. And I believe that's the rotation it's running on now, if I'm not mistaken. How many do I have? I believe I have about 3, 5, 10? No, not that many. I think it's around 3 at the moment. I'm not fully certain. I'll go double check though. Let me go and not accidentally click map again. And leave. Get our 1 gem and whatever else we got there. And what was I looking for again? Oh yeah, how many keys do I have? 3, 2, something? Let's see. 2 only. Currently only have 2. We're about to get another 2, I believe, on Friday, though, because of the event thing. But, yeah, we currently have 2. Is there a kingdom that would have a higher arcane celestial drop? No. Every single kingdom in the entire game has the exact same celestial drop rate. So, yeah, there isn't a specific location you would go to for a higher rate of it. Literally every explorer has the tied best rate for getting arcane trait stones. Though you would specifically want to do Explorer, though. Explorer has a higher rate than anywhere else of specifically dropping celestial trait stones. More so than any other location. Oh, sorry, Plumpko, what was your question? Let's see. What is the best weapon to use with Dawn Dragon Guard last skill to make the first enemy burn? Wait, what? What's the best weapon to use with Dragon Guard last skill to make the first enemy burn? Oh, I believe there are weapons that do that. I never actually looked into what the best one would be. It would probably be a weapon that has board control that goes into a burn. I do not know what that will be, though there might be a way we can go check. There was a update to the Gems Award database, and I believe we can search now for that. So let me see. Let's go to weapons as a table. And let's see. Where did she update this info? Let's see. Extras, no. Pets, timeline, trait stones, weapons, table. Kingdom, classes. Is it under classes? No, it wouldn't be under classes. I forget where she put it underneath. Oh, wait. Maybe they did. Did she add it to this? Where did she add it to? I'll need to look into that later, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head, is the bottom line. I don't know which one it would be. There has to be some kind of weapon that can cast very quick that automatically burns first enemy due to one of the perks that it got. I just don't know what that is off the top of my head. But there has to be at least one of them that does it. Yeah, Bronze Lock Pistol might be okay for that then. And you can get your gold off of a Alchemist or something. But yeah, I haven't actually looked into that extensively to actually see. That would be a kind of interesting way to play it. I haven't tried using that synergy yet, though. But it definitely would be something to consider. Let's see. Any other questions I may have missed? Looks like all of them. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming down. I will be seeing you all later. We'll be back again, same time tomorrow as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back to, let's see, probably be on Bard Hero class at that point. Because I should already have Assassin maxed out, I would hope. Or at least that is the game plan. So if we already have Assassin maxed out by tomorrow morning, we'll probably be switching immediately into Bard. Because I'll be covering all the Assassin in the morning. And then we'll be trying to get Bard up. Because Bard next week is going to be for Pan's Veil. And there's a possibility they are going to be buffing Pan's Veil, the wild folk in there. There still hasn't been 100% confirmation on that yet, but there is a decent capability or possibility that that would happen. Not to mention Bard is good in general, so might as well do it. So yeah, we'll probably be switching to Bard and trying to get that leveled some. Just seeing what we can do from there. And what's nice about Bard too is not only can it start with half mana, but in the Divine team, it's actually not too bad because it feeds +1 to all stats to all yellows per turn, which can definitely start stacking up to a lot of stats, especially since Ubistet's already gaining like 1 magic per turn and stuff. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming down. Wait, you didn't read it? You never got it remembered? Wait, what? Bracket 2, first 2, bracket 3, first one goes down. 8 and 9 go down by 1. And the last one goes down by 2. Oh, yeah. So I guess it was just slightly different for that one bracket than what I thought it was then. It's basically what it was. Okay, I see now. Yeah, I just didn't realize that the 18th on bracket 2 actually goes down by 1. I think that's what was the thing that I misspoke on earlier. I think I said it only went down the bottom 2, where it's actually the bottom 3 for that one. Okay, thanks for clarifying. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming down. I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone, and good night.